Well, I'm hoping things are going. Well, we should probably connect everything on the ground here. The parking brakes set. Yes, operate jetways, please. Okay, jetways going in. Doors is coming alive here. And let's see how this live stream goes. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm that guy Dan96, and we're over here today in Atlanta, Georgia. We're getting ready to head on down to, heading up to Nashville as Delta 1066. We're in a Boeing 717 from Tfdi Design. Looks absolutely awesome. Love the plane and everything. So I haven't done anything other than the fuel and payload, and I loaded up the ready to start phase. I see it has a anti-collision light on, so we'll have to go up and turn that in. We'll have to turn that off in the flight deck. So let's hop up to the flight deck now. Boom. We are in the Boeing 717. It's been a little while since I've flown this plane. You know, not exactly. I don't remember everything, but it should be enough to not make me look like a complete jackass. So we can go here. I think we want config there. Yeah. Okay. So let's go down to the FMS. Apparently most things have been fixed here. Actually, one of the things I can do before this is let's go up top here and let's figure all that out. My gross weight should be 99.6. I'm going to write all this down so I have it. Actually, zero fuel weight is 88.0. And then that comes out to be 99.6, which I guess works. That weight sounds a little off. Hey guys, what's going on? Nathan and Dimitri, what is up, guys? Anyways, go down to the flight plan init here. We are from Atlanta. No. I don't know why it's having trouble clicking here. KATL to KBNA. Okay, we are Delta 1066. Cruising today, what does it have? Please don't give me a stupid altitude. Give me 30,000. That'll work for me. We don't have anybody online right now in Atlanta, but we do have people in, I want to say, I think Memphis has people on. So we have a cost index today of... Yeah, okay. Let's see, cost index today is 25. I have it set up so it turns my flight sim down when I talk. Let me see if I can actually edit that a little bit, because I want to make sure that I stay above it. Just let me know if it sounds okay. I turned that down a little bit, so hopefully it doesn't make it too quiet. We have no alternate. We can go to the next page here. UFOB, okay, 11.6. It's supposed to be 12, but okay. That's where that discrepancy is in fuel. So now my takeoff should be 99.6, which makes sense. And let's see. Takeoff Cg. We can just use our current CG right now of 22.2. Works for me. I have traffic turned way down here in Atlanta simply because if I have traffic up, it's broken as it is with traffic up, but streaming and all that stuff will just make it even more broken. So let me see if I can actually use this and get it to go to flight plan. There we go. Okay. That looks good to me. We can go to the next page. Everything's looking good there. We can go to flight plan Atlanta. So we're out of Atlanta today on the Pencil 2. We're off of, what is the current weather in Atlanta? I have no idea. Let's load it up here real quick. Current right now in Atlanta, winds are 240 at 4, 10 statute miles clear, temperature 23, dew point 12, altimeter 3003. So we'll go off of 27, I think 27 right, or is it 26 left? I don't know where exactly. It'll be 26 left. So, okay. Going off of 26 left. on the Pencil 2 departure. Pencil transition. So everything looks good there. We can go ahead and remove this discontinuity. Okay. And then Nashville, we are inbound on the Swift 2 via Jagger. So arrival will be on, I don't know what the weather is in Atlanta either. Let's go find that out. You think I'd be somewhat prepared for this. Current weather right now in Atlanta, or in Nashville. Winds are 190 at 310 statute miles, clear skies, temperature 22, dew point 15, altimeter 299.8, so we'll be on runway 20 left into Nashville on the Swift 2 departure, Swift 2 arrival, Jagger transition. Can insert that. So now everything looks good there. I am liking that. Let's go ahead and go to takeoff. We'll flex, I don't know, we'll do 35. Flap 13. Outside air temperature right now is 22. We have slope and wind. I'll just go zeros on that, and then it should give us 252936. Cool. Let's go ahead and go. We can do 136 in here. It's actually been a little while since I've flown this plane to the point of where I don't exactly remember how the autopilot is supposed to work. I think it's pretty simple. I think you just hit profile and nav and FMS speed when you're ready to just fly the speeds, but I don't remember exactly. So, hey Zinks, what's up? Airport, we put airport on there, and let's do terrain. There we go. Terrain. Okay, I don't need that there because I have my EFB in front of me. But I guess for, you know what, for fun and to make it look cool, I think I actually have... Yeah, I do have stuff in here for Atlanta, so... we could open the airport chart. I remember I did this a while ago when, before I had my EFB. I put in all the current charts. So I can kind of pull this out to make it look cool, make it look like we're getting ready to fly. So there we go. We're right here on the Charlie concourse. We're gonna go via Foxtrot 3 to Echo and take Echo all the way down to 26 left. So that will be the plan there. Let's see, 22. And what is the takeoff trim? Trim is supposed to be... where the hell is it? 3.7. So let's go ahead and set that up there. So I set 3.7 here in the configuration. That's what it calculated for us for takeoff. Slope and wind is just the slope of the runway, which in flight sim is by default 0, and the wind would be the current wind. However, I really don't mess around with the wind too much. I just kind of, to me, it's not that crazy, and it's not going to make that much of a difference. So I just leave that alone and just calculate speeds with straight flat runway with absolutely 0 wind. If the wind was crazier, or I had like somewhat of a tailwind for some reason, they were still using that, then yeah, I could put that in and get different V speeds, but I just kind of leave it alone because, meh. Let me double check vPilot. I don't believe anybody is on, yeah, just Memphis Center, and who knows how long he's going to be on for. So, I will leave that alone. And I do apologize if I do have to cough a little bit. I've been pretty sick the past week, so it's been an interesting week for me, let's put it that way. Anyways, we can set this up now to 30,000 feet. There's nobody online for our departure, so we'll just set it all the way up to 30,000 feet. Mind Champs, what's up, man? How are you? Going up to 30,000 here, and runway heading on runway 26 left, I can just use it here, is 275, I think. Yeah. So we'll set 275 in for the runway heading, and then I'm pretty much ready to go. I don't mess around with GSX with this kind of stuff. When I fly on my own, I do, but not for this. To me, it's not too important. Okay. 275. You can do it. There you go. Alright, 275 is set. Atlanta, let me double check the SID here. We're on the Pencil 2 departure. I'm pulling it up here on my B. Pencil 2, our nav departure off of runway 26 left. We'll climb heading 275, intercept 300, of course 300 to impasse. Then to pick the route to pencil, maintain 250 knots to Zealand. Top altitude's 10,000 there. Okay. Yes, sir, this is the Tfdi 717. It's finally somewhat fixed, so I can actually use it. Before it was pretty rough. Let's put it that way. It was pretty jagged on the edges. Anywho. The door's open, so we can shut the door. Let's disconnect the jetway. Undock. Confirm. Prepare for pushback and departure. Let's actually start the APU if that's not already started. I don't think it was. No, is it? APU air electric on. Okay, I think it's on. Maybe? Yeah. I really think the APU is actually on. Yeah, it is. Alright, tail right. No, I don't want any engine starts or anything like that. So that's good. The APU is on. The beacon is on, so we got that. Checked. Fuel pumps are all good the way they're supposed to be. I think everything's set up for departure. Like I said, I just threw this on for ready for engine start, simply because I didn't want to start this from cold and dark. If I do that, you have to wait about like 8 minutes for the displays to actually come on and everything, and I didn't want to wait that long for this. So I just left it at ready for engine start. No reason to go through all of that. Not to mention I would probably screw something up, so. The jetway add-on, that is Sim Object Display Engine, or SODE. It comes with some... It comes with GSX, and well, it doesn't come with GSX, but it's used by sceneries that use that SODE thing. It's kind of difficult to explain, but it's its own standalone free add-on for flight sim. The most add-ons that Imaginesim use, and I know FS Dream Team, I think, are going to start using them. There's a couple people that use it, so the park brake's released. Alright. And we're pushing from the gate here. Yeah, I do apologize if frames are a little jumpy. It's Atlanta, and it's just broken scenery, pretty much. Not to mention, too, I'm also streaming this, which does take quite a bit out of my computer. It does take a lot to stream. Anyways, we can go ahead and, I think it's always 1 then 2, or 2 then 1 in the 717. I don't know if there was a specific way. I don't know. Let's see if 2 will start. Yep, 2 will start. And then I believe it's at 20 and 2 we can introduce fuel. I think. I don't know. I might be getting confused with the 737 Classic. There's 20 fuels coming in. We've got traffic over there, although I do believe that that is that's Ultimate Traffic Live over there. What the hell is GSX doing? Alright. So, number 2 is coming online here, looking good. I know that's what that little lightning bolt there is supposed to denote. And it'll be a flap 13 departure. Those are set, and that belt, that little lightning bolt there is off, so we can go ahead and start number 1. Again, waiting for 20, there it is, introducing fuel. Check out and see what the passengers are seeing. Oh, God. There we go. Looking pretty nice. I mean, it's a great plane. I love the way the plane looks. I think it's one of the best looking aircraft for the sim in general. I mean, I think it looks that nice. It's still, again, it's not dead on perfect, and it has its issues, but, you know, what are you going to do? So I'm going to type into vPilot, Atlanta traffic. I'm already getting my thing set up here, so when I get ready for takeoff, all I got to do is click enter and then state that I'm departing 26 left. Alright, everything's clear. It's telling me to go look at the air page, stuff like that. Or maybe it's telling me to go to electric, because that's what it needs to be on. It keeps yelling air electric. It probably has something to do up here. So let's go ahead and take the right and the left and right generators. We can take the APU off. Okay. Assuming we turn on ram air, maybe. The packs can go auto. Bleeds can be auto. The isolation valve can be auto. So that's good there. The APU's turning off. All that stuff is good. Let's go ahead. All that stuff is on. We can go ahead and set this to taxi. And I think we're pretty much ready to go. Let's set flaps 15. I don't know what that is on my yoke thing here. Yeah, I'm using my Elgato. I love it. It's the HD60, and I love it. Definitely, to me, seems like it's much, much, much nicer. Can I do a single-engine taxi? I don't know, actually. I don't know if the 717s do that. So that's the only reason I wouldn't do it, is simply because I don't know if the 717s can actually do that. I could turn the master APU off. There we go. Okay, now everything's gone. Let's go ahead and taxi over to runway 26 left. Okay. And over to 26 left. Yeah, again, sorry that this isn't the smoothest thing ever in the world. Just, you know, it's the flight sim. There's nothing I can really do about that. It's Atlanta. Once we get in the air, I promise you it'll be much better. At least I hope it will. This is really my first time recording the 717 as well, so I'm not too sure if this plane is even able to be recorded. The yoke, I removed it. There's an update that came out that allowed you to move the yoke out of your way, so I got that extremely quickly, because before you couldn't see the bottom part of your... you couldn't see the bottom part of the primary flight display. Kyler, I'm assuming they sound okay when you say that? I'm assuming they sound okay in the sim? Let's just reset the traffic and get all that out of there. No, I don't use X-Plane 11. I only have prepared. I'm thinking about getting X-Plane 11 simply just for practicing general aviation stuff in the Cessna. Because I know Prepared isn't the best flight dynamics simulator. However, you know, I'd like to, if I can practice steep turns and stuff like that in X-Plane 11 and have it be usable, and have myself learn some from it, then yes, I would get X-Plane 11, but only for that. I really don't see much value in having X-Plane as a, for me, I don't see much value in having X-Plane as a flight sim to fly commercial aircraft, because I've dumped so much money into Prepared. It'd really suck if I threw all that money away just to go to X-Plane 11, so... So yeah, I'm probably going to be sticking with Prepared, but again, if I do go get X-Plane 11, it'll only be for GA. Ultimate Traffic Lab, I think it is. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I don't know when they're going to release the final product of it. You know, finally the version that isn't in some sort of beta usage. So... you know, if I knew that the final product was coming out, you know, in like 2 or 3 weeks, I'd tell you to wait. But right now, I think it's pretty solid. Repaints could use some work. I mean, if there was one thing that would stop me from getting Ultimate Traffic Live right now and not touching it, it would be the repaints. Other than that, I mean, it's a great program. I absolutely love it. But I mean, that's the only thing I think that would stop me from using it from getting it out right now, would be simply because you still have to mess around with the repaints. However, you know, if you're okay with that, then if you're okay with not having perfectly dead on repaints, then I say go for it. So that's kind of where I kind of stand on that one. Just so you guys can kind of see what we're going to be doing here. So we're departing, and we're going to be radar vectors, or correction, RNAV impasse. I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit on this here. Range is 20. Let's zoom in one more time. There we go. Again, I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't know if it's Atlanta that's just breaking my sim or it's the 717. I don't know. Yeah, the prepared 64-bit thing is a problem. I would have to say though, and you know, when I say this, I don't know if I'm just one of a kind or I'm just quote-unquote lucky, but I've actually never had a problem with memory usage in my prepared. I've never really gotten out of memory error in prepared, so I don't know if it's just me. I don't know what that is. And no, I'm a single person right now. I would like to do two coming up though, but right now I'm just working on trying to get multiple people and stuff like that into Elgato and getting the sound all correct for that. So let's go ahead and engage takeoff thrust here. I'm really hoping the sim doesn't run like this the entire time, or else I'm going to realize just recording with the 717 is impossible. Which I have a feeling that's what it is. I have a feeling this is a 717, and because the 717 eats memory. 80 knots. So that's what's really sad, is I really think this is 717 doing this and not my sim. Because it doesn't run this shitty ever. B1, rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gears going up. Gears up, we can select nav. There we go. Going direct to impasse. Go flaps up, and I realized I'm a moron. Let's put on profile. I also realized I'm a moron and didn't do this. This would probably be somewhat useful if I actually had the transponder on. Okay. We're now en route to impasse, and then I'll go ahead and get the autopilot on here in just a second. Yeah, the thing I'm really worried about, guys, is that streaming takes quite a bit of CPU, and the 717 takes quite a bit of CPU. I didn't think about this before I started streaming. Motion. And I have a bad feeling that it's going to be like this the entire flight. This stupid cutout frames, because looking at this, let me see when this pops up. Yeah, it eats my... I have an i7 4770, and game capture is taking, I don't know, 30, and this is taking 50, 60. I mean, there's 100% CPU usage, so that's going to be a problem. But we'll work through it, and hopefully it gets a little bit better. If not, I might literally just switch planes and do a different flight and just do this flight in like the 737. But anyways, yeah, I know there's planes, and you know, X-Plane's okay. I have way too much money invested in Prepar. The amount of money I've spent on add-ons in Prepar is insane, motion. And I can't see myself. I can't leave it. I can't. I've invested way too much time, way too much money, The modules I have for the 7.3, I have an autopilot module and stuff. That won't work in X-Plane. There's just, I have too much stuff that's connected to Prepared, unfortunately, to switch it over. So, but, you know. Anyways, we're climbing up. Why not try OBS? Because OBS takes even more CPU out of it. And I got my Elgato and I just spent the $200 on it, so I'm going to be using Elgato. I'm not going to touch the 717 after this because I just remembered that I had this issue last time with my 717, and it's simply because the 717 uses so much memory out of my game, it's insane. So probably last time I'm going to touch the 717 for a while, just because it can't do this. Like, this right here is just not good. That's bad. So it's okay though. If I had to choose between them, I don't know. If I didn't have a lot of money and prepared, then I don't know what I'd choose. However, having said that, I love Prepared. I love the FSX and all that kind of stuff. That's what I grew up on. That's what taught me how to fly. So, you know, that would be kind of tough to say I would do one or the other. Yeah, see, I have a real problem with how much CPU this thing is using. It's really killing it. I'm really thinking about just ditching the 717 and going straight to a 7.3 and calling it a day. I'm trying to figure out how to do... that's not what I want either. I'm trying to see if there's a Prague. Here we go. Yeah, that was one of the things that kept me on Prepared versus X-Plane or everything like that. Just because, yeah, most of them are compatible, and a lot of the stuff that was developed for FSX works in Prepared and vice versa. And so that was definitely part of it. And I already knew, I mean, I understand the whole the structure of the game, and I understand the whole file system to it and everything like that. So that's what probably kept me on Prepared, you know, if I had a choice. And there's just, to me, there's just way more stuff for Prepared. There's way more aircraft, there's way more sceneries, there's way more good sceneries. There's just, to me, I feel like there's just a lot more in Prepared. Not saying that I don't like X-Plane. You know, it's okay, but I'm happy with my Prepared. And, you know, I mean, I understand the other points of the argument. I love watching Jeff Fabiano, and he's an X-Plane guy. He's an X-Plane guy, and, you know, I understand it, I guess. It's whatever floats your boat. So, you know, if he's happy with X-Plane, then good for him. I'm happy with my Prepared, and just how it is. Okay, we're reaching the standard, so we'll go 2992. I am actually thinking about changing the engine noises for this, simply because this thing will eat CPU usage. I have an i7 4770. I believe that's what it is. And I'm like 90% sure I have an i7 4770 running off a GTX 1060. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, change engine noises. I honestly think part of the reason this thing lags, I don't know if it's the actual, it may be the noises, is what it may actually be, because when the engines are shut off, the frames in this thing are absolutely fine. However, as soon as I get the engines going and they're really chugging along here, like at climb thrust, the frames just break themselves. So again, I'm really hoping I can make this approach and have it look okay and the rest of the stream look okay, but I can't make any promises on that, simply because this plane for some reason just kills the CPU. And it never does this. I mean, I never hit 100% CPU usage ever with Flight Sim. That's never a thing. And for some reason, this just absolutely kills it. And I don't know why. I mean, between the two, you can see that between the two, I'm using, you know, 80 to 90% of my CPU right here. So, it's okay. On our way up to 30,000 feet here, we can actually start increasing the range. We see there's my top descent is right there before Lenzy. I don't know if this is actually going to make 30,000. I actually don't know if this is going to make it. But we're at 22. I mean, we should. We can start looking at the arrival here. So we are on to Nashville. We're on the Swift 2 off a Jagger. So we off a Jagger right here. Lenzy at or above. Flight level 240. Actually, let me pull it up here on my chart here. Read. Then we go to Swift between 20 and 13,000. Hemat at or above 10,000. Wamal, and then a day at 250 knots between 12 and 8,000 feet. Then we are coming over to here. We go to Breath at 250 knots at or above 6,000. Cora at 220 knots at or above 6,000. Hakum, and then Sippo 210 knots, 5,000 feet. From there, we'll transition over to the ILS runway. Procedures, ILS runway 2 left. Correction, 20 left. So we come over to the ILS runway 20 left. 109.35 is the ILS, so let's go ahead and set that up. You can just see how the CPU is just straight up struggling with this. So the ILS for runway 20 left. Let's take a look here. 109.35. And the course is going to be 201. Boom. Okay. That should be good. Oh yeah, there's flight level 300 is going to be right there, right? Pretty much with Jagger. And then it's going to be down before Lenzy, so it's going to be a pretty quick cruise. This is a pretty short flight. So I'll go ahead and set that there, so that'll be in plain view for you guys. So you can see, yep, we're going to be on the ILS 20 left into Nashville. I think these charts are pretty current. Actually, no, it's not, because the current chart is effective the 27th of April, 2017. What has changed on the current chart? The chart format and minimums. What are the minimums? 751. Must be the minimums down here. 24.5, 40 and 3/4, 40 and 3/4. Oh, they added in 24.5 for Alpha and Bravo aircraft in the localized spot. Okay. So nothing other than minimums for the localizer approach has changed, so. Oh, Memphis Center is offline, so we don't have to talk to anybody. That's perfect. I don't want to talk to anybody anyways. I'm happy with my peeps over here on YouTube. Hopefully the stream's working out well for everybody. Hopefully it's streaming nicely. At least that's the hope. Be leveling off at 30,000 feet. Let's go ahead and turn off fasten seatbelt sign. I'm going to be able to walk around for a solid minute and a half. Altitude. There's 1,000 to go. Yeah, this is clearly the aircraft. I'm clearly believe it's the aircraft. What happens if I were to just mute the sound? Does the sim fix itself? Yeah, kind of. Kinda. Flying over Tennessee. Got the Smoky Mountains up here. Down, this is Chattanooga up ahead. Chattanooga is right over there. You can see the airport. I have Chattanooga scenery. So, hello Chattanooga. Nice to see you. Yeah, you can totally see when the CPU's not maxing out at 100 because you can totally see when I'm not hitting 100, you can see how smooth everything. And then it just you tell, it's maxing out the CPU right there. So I don't know why. I don't know what its deal is. I will fly an Airbus. I will think about that. I might even do a stream tomorrow. I have work, and then I get out of work. So maybe around the same time tomorrow I can do a stream, and I'll look at flying an Airbus. I can't guarantee that tomorrow, because I haven't flown an Airbus in a while, and my side stick skills are probably pretty horrid. So I might. I can't guarantee that, though. Cannot make a guarantee there, unfortunately. I don't know. I'll have to see if I'm up to it, flying side stick. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I might do... I don't know. I'm thinking about doing LSPDFR one of these days. Let me know what you guys think, if you would be interested in watching an LSPDFR stream. If you don't know what LSPDFR is, for those of you that don't know me very well, aside to being a pilot, you know, which I want to do and I'm going to do, my second career, if I had to have a backup career, it would be in law enforcement. I'd love to be a law enforcement officer. So, there's an add-on, there's a mod for GTA 5 in single player. I said, don't do this online, or else, well, I won't let you actually. But it's in single player, and you pretty much act as the police in GTA 5. So it's extremely in-depth, writing tickets and pulling people over, call-outs, and all that kind of stuff. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. You know, if you'd like to see it, I would be more than happy to do it. So I'd look at an A380. The only reason I wouldn't is because there's no good A380 add-on out. So I can't. There's no A380 to use, unfortunately. As soon as someone produces a payware quality A380, I'll look at getting it. But until then, I don't know. Yeah, I might do LS tomorrow. I don't know. It'll depend on how I feel. It'll depend if I want to jump in and do a flight after work, or if I'm feeling kind of tired and I just want to do a patrol on LSPDFR. Quick disclaimer: if I do LSPDFR, don't be looking for like chases all over the place and that kind of thing. That's not how I try to patrol extremely legitly. So I will literally just drive around, make traffic stops, take a call here or there. You know, I don't go super crazy. So, well, I say that until I, you know, get in there, and then there's people running from me and stuff like that. But I don't generally go crazy in LSPDFR. I try to keep it like flying. I try to keep it extremely legit, you know, without any sort of over the top kind of stuff. So we are reaching our top of descent here. We can actually set in lower altitude here. Let's see. Let's set in. I'll just set in 6,000 for now. Yeah, I am pretty disappointed that this Elgato, while streaming, uses quite a bit of CPU. That's the only thing I'm a little disappointed about, but it's not too bad. Again, I'll just have to try and find a way to do it. I mean, I may not be able to fly the 717. You know, I'll have to try it out with a different aircraft and see how that goes. If it's still pretty, you know, iffy, then I'll look at maybe doing something else for streaming. But, I mean, I absolutely love how Elgato works. My stream health has been pretty solid, knock on wood, the entire time. And I just think that comes from, you know, because I was trying to do stuff in OBS and just the stream health in OBS, and it didn't work out well. So that's the only bummer about that. So I don't remember if I have to hit profile when I hit my top of descent, or it does it for me. I don't remember. We'll find out. Or I don't know if I actually have to pull the knob. I may have to pull it. I don't remember. I think pushing it sets in the current. Pulling goes against it. So then you tell it what to do by pulling on the knob. Clicking profile allows VNAV to do it. Let's find out. As soon as I start making this left turn, I'll know I hit Lenzy. That's pretty much where my top of descent is, so... Okay, here goes the left turn. Alright. Yep, it's profiling down. Beautiful. Holy shit. You don't gotta descend that hard, man. You're good. You can chill out. Again, I'm really sorry that this is as jumpy as it is. Obviously, my sim's not like this when I'm not recording. Don't worry, I don't play on a sim that looks like a potato, so... Sorry for the coughing. Still getting over. I had a sinus infection last week. That was a lot of fun. It's telling me to add drag, so we got to add some speed brake. If I remember, the speed brake in this though is extremely sensitive, so I gotta be careful how I do it. Let's go check out the overwing. There you go. On our way down to Nashville. Nashville. And I'm also thinking about doing some streams over to Twitch. Unfortunately, someone took my username on Twitch. Someone took ThatGuyDad96. I don't know who did that, but someone took it. So I'm going to have to create a new username on Twitch. And, I don't know what I would call myself, because I don't want to make it different from my channel, because I feel like that would kind of go against, it would make sense. So I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, so... Go inside now. Alright, we're getting back on profile here. So we're on profile now, and we're still idle, so I'm not going to bring that drag in. I'm going to let it go. I could do TGD96. That's probably what I'm going to do. Thank you, Nathan. I don't know why I didn't think of that one on my own. I feel like an idiot now. But yes, that is perfect. I'll probably just end up making it like that. So I didn't want to do, like, underscore official or anything like that, so, you know. So I'll probably just do TGD96. I just say it's ThatGuyDad96, but someone somehow... I don't know who took that username, too. I thought it was pretty unique that I had come up with, but... Oh well. Descending now, we're pretty close. I mean, you can see right here, we're pretty much straight in, then we make a right turn. We'll be on a left downwind for 20 left, and we'll loop it around. Currently, right now, in Nashville. The winds are the same. Winds are 190 at 3, 10 statute miles. So, not bad at all. But if you guys have any suggestions for other stuff, just let me know. I always like suggestions and that kind of stuff, so... See how it goes tomorrow. I got this is my finals week, so I got my my algebra final tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. That's something I can't make promises on. Passing through 20,000 here. God, I don't understand why this is so broken. And
altitude.
There's altitude. Swift between 20 and 13. You're going to level off at Swift, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I really wish there was something I could turn off to just make this fixed. But I really don't think there is. I don't think there's really much of anything I can... I mean, there's Chrome open. That's how I see my comments. So that would kind of defeat the purpose of having that, because then I can't see my comments, so, you know. I mean, I guess I could turn off that pop-out, and then just do it like this. I mean, I guess that's an option. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do that. Yeah, that works. I'll just do it like that so I can actually see the bottom comments when they come in. So, I guess I'm going to have to do that. What in the hell have you been doing when I looked away? Now we're on our way down to high mat. Let's high mat at or above 10,000. Then what I'm thinking about probably doing is I'll just, like I said, loop it around, and then as soon as I get visual with the airport and get lined up, I'll just take out the autopilot and hand fly it in. It's been a while since, I feel like I always say this in my videos simply because I really only fly the 737. Again, it's been a while since I've flown this aircraft, so hopefully this landing won't be a total potato, and hopefully the frames won't be a total potato either. Even though I think that's kind of a lost cause. Gee, look at that! What? It's just, that's not okay. Come on, what the hell are you doing? No, that's not what I want either. Speed brake. Come on, there you go. Odd function right there. Nashville altimeter is, what is it, 2909 or 8? or 8 is set. Is that set on both sides? Yeah, it does. Okay. Coming through 15. A little more. There we go. So you can tell when I'm not 100% CPU because it actually runs really nice, and then it just absolutely kills itself. This thing has an issue with slowing down. I still don't like VNAV on this thing. I still feel like it's, I don't know, it just feels off for some reason. It feels off. I'm trying to find that happy balance between having the throttles idle and having that speed brake up a little bit. Looking lovely as we descend into BNA, minus all those fucking stutters. God, I hate those. Oh my god. It's so annoying that this is not performing the way I wanted it to, but it's okay. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad everyone's here checking out this stream and watching me fly. I do really appreciate it. Really awesome to be hanging out with you guys and flying and enjoying the evening, and hopefully tomorrow evening and evenings to come we'll have something that's a little bit better with the frames. Alright, now we need to put that away. So we don't need that anymore now. Now a day is at 250 knots between 12 and 8. We just hit a day, so we were at 12, so now we're going down. Breaths 250 knots and 6,000, so I'm assuming it's going to take us down to 6 and then level off. Actually, we can set this to 5. There we go, 5,000. Got Percy Priest Lake right up ahead here. Got Smyrna right there. We should be over top of Murfreesboro. That's where I'll be going to, these actually open? No, they don't. Well, this is where I'll be going to school next year. Middle Tennessee State University, right down there. We got Murfreesboro over here. Lovely area. And up ahead here is Smyrna. Good story with Smyrna. We actually, it was actually an American Airlines 757. One of my friends told me this. There was an American Airlines 757 that landed in Smyrna. They were supposed to be landing on runway 31 in Nashville, which is right here. However, they landed on runway, I think this is 33 maybe, in Smyrna. And yeah, landed on runway 33 in Smyrna. Totally wrong airport. They had to take off. It was a pretty short flight to Nashville, I'll tell you that. We were actually going, we were going to go look at, there's some abandoned 727s in Smyrna. Pretty much just running away on the ramp. And when I was down in Nashville, one of my friends and I, we were driving up. We wanted to go get pictures of those 727s. And we're driving along, and, you know, we found what hangar they're by and everything like that. So we decide, we're going to drive over there. And we're not paying, thank God he was paying attention, because I wasn't. And he stops, and I didn't realize there's a military installation in Smyrna. And yeah, we almost drove right into that military installation. We would have pulled up to the gates. They would have been like, "Hey, what you doing?" And yeah, that probably would not have gone well. So it's a fun story there. I'm glad he noticed. I could tell things looked a little awkward, but I didn't think anything of it. So, and it's runway 32 in Smyrna. Runway 32. Do I have a 787 now? Well, we should have a 787 model, but Quality Wings for some reason decides to take God forever on their add-ons, so I'll have a 787 as soon as Quality Wings releases theirs. It's been in development now for like 3 years. I mean, we should have their 737 Classic, but, you know, that plane's been in development for 8 years, and, yeah, it's still not out yet, so, oh well. Alright. So there's Nashville there. We're going to depart that waypoint on a heading of... oh, I don't know, what is it? What's the heading off that waypoint there? 21. Oh, so that's exactly... exactly runway heading. Well, opposite, reciprocal. So we're going to depart SIPO on a heading of 021. We're going to maintain that, and then we're going to just flip it around, land on 20 left. And this plane has no auto brakes, so I have to remember to actually hit the brakes. Something I'm not used to.
Altitude.
1,000 and go to 5,000. We're going a little fast. Come on. There you go. I don't know how legit this is with having the whole speed brakes issue. If so, this plane's even slippery, more slippery than the 737. Yeah, see, now it's trying to go back to 219. I don't want it to do that. So I believe if I pull out on it, I will actually have the ability to set the thrust, and we can say 220. Is what I want. Alright, so we got 220. We're going to be turning on a heading of 021. You have no idea how much I just want to punch the computer right now with these frames. Oh my god. That's not what I want to. Nope. I want to take over heading. See, still kind of getting used to the MCP here. But the way this is going, I probably won't be using it anytime soon, because frickin' the thing can't handle recording or streaming.
Stabilizer motion.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and put down the slats. We got the slats and
altitude.
Let's go down to 5,000 here. Actually, let's go down to, I don't know, we can do 2,500. Works for me. So then do I just do that? Yeah, idle clamp. That's what I want. So we're going to do that down to 2,500. I have to get the speed brakes out again because this thing's just straight up broken.
Stabilizer motion.
So now we have an idle... The plane's actually just sitting at idle, and we're going down to 2,500 that way. So the speed brake's coming out. We need to be 2,000 at
altitude.
Judd. So we can go ahead and go down to 2,500. We can start making that left turn here in just a second. Let's figure out what our landing stuff is going to be today. So landing, flap 40, VRAF 130, V approach 135. Okay. Let's go to make this left turn now. Let's do 200.
Stabilizer motion.
Just gonna beat this sim hardcore because this is making me just crawl. Ugh. Well, sorry guys, last live stream in the 717 for a while until they address whatever this is, because you can't stream with it. This plane uses way too much CPU. I can't record / stream with it. I want to so badly as well. I really want to stream and record with this plane so much, and I just can't. 200. You do flaps 13 now. Flaps are 13. There's the airport off my left. Let's just keep bringing it back. We'll do 155. Actually, you know what? Let's take out the throttles. There we go. So I have control of the throttles now, which is good.
Autopilot.
Okay. So now I have control of the aircraft. So to make that left turn now, we can go flaps, whatever, 18 I think it is.
Landing gear.
And it wants to gear down, so let's go put that.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Thank you. Okay, that gear is down. We can go back now to like 135 and set the rest of the, drop the rest of the flaps. Alright. Alright, the speed brakes are armed, everything. We're rolling out now on runway 20 left. Again, I am really sorry for the frames. Don't worry, next live stream it won't look like this, I promise you. Simply because I just won't be using the 717. So, oh well. You live and learn. Realize the strobe lights for some reason are off. We do have a wind out of our, coming out of our, about 2 o'clock. It's not too bad. And let's see how this landing goes. No way to get the, there's no way to get those flight directors out. I'd like them to go away, but I don't think there's any way to do that. And sorry if you hear any like crickling or crackling, that's just literally my yoke.
1,000.
It's that old.
$500.
That's checked.
$400. $300. Minimum.
Landing.
100.
Glide slope.
50.
Glide slope.
30.
Glide slope.
10.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Well, we're here. Broken frames and all. Jesus Christ. I gotta take it out of that reverse thrust. It goes crazy when you go into reverse thrust, and there's really no easy way to get it out. Alright, well, we're here. At this point, I shouldn't have even used reverse thrust. Should have just left it go. The yoke is the crappy SATEC yoke. It's like $100 some. These frames make me want to go cry. Oh, it's still in reverse. See, I don't remember how to... Oh, wait, no. It's just amber. I don't know what that amber reverse means. It means something. But I don't remember what. Anywho, we can go ahead, put that up, put the speed brakes down, and we're going to Bravo 5. I can pull up Nashville here so y'all can see what Nashville's supposed to look like. Good old B&A. Right here, we're northbound on Hotel. We'll make a left turn onto Lima. And parking gates, going to Bravo 5, wherever that is. It's on the other side of the terminal, so we'll take Lima all the way over, use the interconnector. I really hope that's right. Dylan, quickly in the chat, let me know. I believe it's Lima Tango 4 via the interconnector. Let me know if that's correct, and hurry. Gotta make sure I taxi correctly in. A Delta CRJ 900. I was gonna say, if next stream, I might even do the MD-80 that I have. I have the Cool Sky MD-80. I mean, it was like $60, but it was a great plane, awesome plane. I love flying it. No interconnectors, so what does that mean? Hurry up. Oh, do I just taxi around the thing? Okay, I don't know. No interconnector. So I'm assuming that means I don't go via that little thing there. I don't know. So do I taxi? Do I literally taxi around? Please, please, American, don't say you're going to start moving. Stop. Stop now. I can turn those off. These can all go off. Pass the A gates. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, American, for taxiing into my wing. And let's find out where Bravo... Well, I know where Bravo 5 is, but... Bravo 5 is on the other side of the terminal. So right there. Let's tell GSX that we're going to Bravo 5. And watch, so I'll show you guys just how badly the engines, for some reason, rape these frames. As soon as I turn these engines off, I guarantee you it's going to get better. It makes no sense, but it does. Turn that on. I think that's how it works. Please, I hope that's how it works. No. Okay. I need to turn this APU on. I'm assuming that goes there, and then maybe... There it goes. Okay. So that's good. I can also turn off my taxi lights. We don't need those anymore. We're going to Bravo 5 right here. And the marshaller, I think, is kind of inside the terminal, so we may have to do a kind of little bit of self-parking. Let me go ahead and queue up that view. So that view is queued up. So when we go outside, that should default to that view. At least I hope it does. If it doesn't, that would really suck. Yeah, he's inside the terminal, so we kind of gotta do it on our own. We'll park right at the end of the line. All right. The APU is on, so we can go ahead and kill the engines. Watch the frames all of a sudden just get better. I guarantee you that's exactly what's going to happen too. It makes no sense, but that's how it works. We got to set the parking brakes. Can open the door. Unfortunately, the jetways don't work here, so we do have to wait there. And as you can see, now that the engines are off, everything's pretty hunky-dory. So I don't know what exactly all that is. I wish I could tell you. Actually, those need to stay on. We need to turn the packs off. The bleeds off. We don't need those. We can go ahead and turn the generators off. That's looking good there. We can turn off the... Oh, we need those. Turn off the beacon. Fast seatbelt signs off. And I think we're done. Let's go ahead and queue up deboarding. We can go ahead and I can kind of show you guys some of the newer functions really quick before we all leave. I can show you guys the newer functions to this here with the update gave. In the exterior, we can select the ground power unit, cones, wheel chocks. We can open up both. The cargo doors. So those are good. We can turn off that. And I think that's pretty much it. I always like putting on the terrain. It looks so cool. Or at least I thought it would look cool. There it goes. and we can get the external power on. Ditch the APU power. Ditch the APU. So there we go. And as you can see now, the frames are hunky-dory because the engines are off and everything, because that's just for some reason how this aircraft works. So anyways, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Delta Airlines Flight 1066. Thank you for everyone that came along and checked out the live stream. I really appreciate it. I hope to be doing a lot more. It's going to make my life a lot easier now to do live streams with this Elgato. It just makes recording and everything, it makes it so simpler. Again, it really makes my life a lot easier. So I hope to be doing more live streams. I'll let you guys know if I do go over to Twitch at some point. Right now, YouTube's working well for me, so I don't know if I really want to change it. So, anyways, that's going to do it for Delta 1066. I appreciate everyone that came along, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.